Hello and good afternoon to everyone. This is Mychyl with Front Row Geeks. We're going to be doing MMO Saturday, so of course we will be in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's just go ahead and let's see here. Alright, so let's get to it. Let's see what we've got today. So where we left off last time, we were going to last time we were going to be working on storyline. We're still at the same quest, Gifts for the Outcasts, so let's get to it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and call our Chocobo. Get protective stuff going. The usual. Alright, so we've got 2 quests up this way to work with. So we're going to head up north along the river and see what's what. For those of you who may be tuning in for the first time, or may be familiar with Final Fantasy XIV before the expansion, this area is the Chocobo Forest in Heavensward, in part of the Ishgard area. It's all very, very exciting. And yes, for those of you who might be saying, but Mychyl, I thought you could fly in Heavensward. I thought you could fly in Ishgard. Sort of. You have to unlock it. If you saw last week, I was talking a little bit about unlocking it, and there's different stuff you have to do, going around, finding the places to unlock it. Haven't finished that yet. Some of them are quests, some of them are linked to the storyline, so we'll have to see what we see. He sure talked big, but I don't see him anywhere. Some hunter. If you spy any traces of him, let me know. So, where am I going to be spying traces? Oh, over there. Off to the east. Let's go. Want to avoid the banner snatches if possible. They're actually rather nasty, but so's everything out here. They really ramped up the skill cap on this zone, which is good and bad at the same time. Good because it makes it much more entertaining when you don't just one-shot everything you've ever found. But at the same time, they may have went a little too far. I'm sure I'll get into combat soon enough and you'll be able to judge for yourself if they went too far, not far enough, or just right. Keep in mind, of course, I am a white mage, so I'm not exactly a model DPS character. Let's see here. Alright, here he is. You got an unconscious chocobo and a nest. Oh, it's you. So you do her searching for her too? What's that? As you can see, I had good reason to delay my arrival. A hunter would keep his own mother waiting if he caught prey in its sights. I felled this chocobo with a single arrow. And what's more, there's a bountiful nest of eggs as well. Ha 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 ha. With one arrow my fortune grows. You'd go tell this little girl that this is what real hunting is. I'll take my catch back to Tailfeather alone. Okay, so he's kind of a dickbag, as you may have just noticed. Chocobo hunters generally don't kill their chocobos, and they don't catch ones that have babies. But this guy apparently thinks he's better than those rules. What a dickbag. I hope that I get to kick him in the teeth a few times. But who knows? We'll see. Anyways, gotta get back, tell her what's up. She's probably gonna feel the same way, so cool. It'll be a 2-on-1 teeth kicking. Should be fun. Granted, with a lot of transportation concerns. Long ride. Oh, and it looks like our first guest commentator is wanting to join in. So if you'll excuse me for just a moment or two, I'm going to get over here to safety, and I'm going to go ahead and add him in so that he can speak with us as well. Shouldn't take but a few moments here. Okay, there's safety. Please bear with me for just a moment or two while I go ahead and get him added in. Okay, and that should take care of that. So we're back, and everyone, Asher has decided to join us, so he's our first guest for the evening.
I see what you did there.
Yes, it's the lazy answer, but it works. I'll fix it later. What? You found him, and he killed a chocobo?
That's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a great guy. He even took the eggs. You don't mean to say he killed a brooding chocobo? Lupard will want to hear about this. I'll hurry back to Tailfeather.
I feel bad already because guess what I was just eating?
You were just eating Kentucky Firaga chocobo?
No, I was eating a fried egg sandwich, so.
Oh.
So as soon as the mention of eggs, it's like, oh great, now I feel like an asshole.
Perhaps as well you should. Perhaps as well you should. Okay, that was obviously not the best writing maneuver I've ever pulled off in my life. Oh, that's the wrong branch of the river. Knew something seemed weird. Okay, let's see here. Sneak behind this Bandersnatch. It didn't see me.
Bandersnatch away!
Oops. And I'm trying to do 3 things at once, so I just ran into a mountain for a second there.
It's always fun to run into the mountains.
Sometimes.
Admittedly, I kind of messed up on making my fried egg sandwich.
Good job.
I burned the whites a little bit. Sucks.
Let's see here. Kent told me here's told me everything. It's a bloody mess of a story. You killed a defenseless chocobo while she was caring for her eggs. You've no right to be amongst us hunters. A child dares to lecture me on hunting? That bird was just sitting on eggs that are mine by rights.
What?
Borrow a coin. I ain't got the words to express my disgust. Can't stop you from hunting how you like, but you'll no longer be welcome in Tailfeather. What? You're going to exile a hunter for hunting? Who gives a damn where a chocobo's laying its arse? All the hunters know the rules of the camp, and you ain't got the privilege to be excluded from them. Leave Tailfeather within the next bell, or you're liable to be hunted yourself. You, what kind of piss-poor hunters are you? A golden chocobo would be sitting on your lap and all you do is coddle it. I don't need the likes of you anyways. Apologies, Alonzo. Should have known his sort the moment he came strutting into camp. Well, looks like we're back on the hunt for a partner. The third arrow always strikes true, as they say. And I get a new helmet for my gladiator, for my paladin.
I like the first one. A new hat.
A new hat, yes. It's not actually a helmet, it's a hat.
It is a hat?
Well, it's a helmet, I guess. We'll see in a moment here.
New headgear.
Yes, it's a new headgear piece. Wyvern skin main offending. Oh wow, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Wait until that pops up on your screen.
Checking now. And what the?
That is the helmet I just got for my paladin.
Okay, thank you for dislodging a lion's jaw and then shoving its head on your face.
Yes, and I had to dislodge it so that my face could show through its mouth, apparently. That's a thing now. Who knew?
Can you close the visor so the jaw just clamps down?
That is an interesting question. I had not thought to try that. Oh, I don't know if I can test that from the fitting room. Yeah, I don't have access to that in the fitting room. So, yeah, we'll have to look at that another time. Once I get my paladin to 52, I'll have to do that on stream just so that we can see.
I was just kind of wondering about that because, like, I remember when when Will finally discovered, wait, I can change the visor, and then just spent the next like 20 minutes visor up, visor down, visor up, visor down.
I don't even turn on my hats, and this is part of why. I mean, this is what my White Mage's hat looks like right now when it catches up. That is a White Mage hat right now.
Kind of waiting. A jester's cap?
Yes.
Seriously, a jest.
Yes, and the caster one, the nuker one, is the same thing except in black and gray.
I'd expect that more from Scholar than anything.
All right, so now, ooh, I'm gonna get a new hat though. What's this one gonna look like? Oh, this one's gonna look like this one's basically a tricorn, I think.
Tricorn?
It's not bad looking. It's not bad looking. You should see it in a few moments here.
Ooh. That's actually not that bad.
Alright, so next quest. I know we had our trouble with the past couple of hunters I've introduced Keonta to. Might be time to go about this partner business a different way. Might be best to introduce her to someone who knows her way around a chocobo trap. Just so happens, I know a seasoned hunter by the name of Hood that's looking for a partner. Should be able to find him in the north part of camp. Seek him out and make your acquaintances. A seasoned hunter? So he won't weigh me down like the others? This might be the start of a profitable relationship. Lonzo, I'm going to need you to look over Keonta again. Hud's known to be a dependable hunter, but one can never be too careful. Alright, so let's go see what this Hud guy's like. Can't be worse than the last guy, that's for sure. Well, I mean, I guess he could, but let's hope he isn't. The child's guard dog comes nipping at her heels. I'll tell you what I told her. I've been hunting since before you were a whelp at your mum's teats. I've got no inkling what Lupard told you, but I've got no patience to be holding some child's hand. Tell Lupard he'd best not waste my time again when there's hunting to be done. Okay, so he's kind of a dickbag, but not as bad as the last guy. Does every hunter in this... What? What's up?
Because apparently the last dickbag shot a mother chocobo.
Yes.
Nesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a big dickbag move.
Yes, it is. Does every hunter in this camp have a stick up their arse? He barely let me get a word in. But he's exactly the kind of partner I need. If I'm going to learn hunting, who better to teach me than him? There has to be a way to convince him. We just need to put our heads together. Aha! Even a hardened hunter like him has to have a soft spot. He can't be that joyless every second of the day. He's been in this camp for a while, right? Someone is like to know him well. Might be they know how we can get him to warm up to me. Come on, Alonzo. Let's ask around and see if we can't find out any more about my future partner. Okay, so let's go talk to people and find out what we can use to bribe the guy to like him. To like her, I mean. Can't say I know much about the HUD outside of hunting. Well, come to think of it, I often see him carrying around flowers. Always the same, Dravinian lilies, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so Dravinian lilies. Let's see here. Oh, missed this guy. What do you got to say? Hello?
No.
Oh, there we go. No, the game was lagging for a second there. The server's been acting weird today, so I apologize in advance if anything happens and the game disconnects. Should be okay, but HUD ain't exactly the type to warm up to people. He certainly has.
Try and get.
What's up?
Oh, I was trying to hope to get Adam up and running today, yesterday properly, so that I could try and play with you today. But just so much work had to be done yesterday that it's don't want to touch him right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's just going to be you and me today.
Alas, alas.
Yeah. Especially since I got owned yesterday by Mackenzie.
These things happen. Okay, so I'm not seeing this third NPC. Is he inside this building? Maybe? Possibly?
Oh,
there it is. Yep.
Right.
Marchand. You want to know about HUD? Well, seems there's some ruins he visits often, but I've got no idea what. I've got no notion what for. Alright, so we've got Dravinian lilies, and he visits the ruins. So I'm thinking it's probably a gravesite of his former partner. So, what do the other hunters have to say about HUD? Dravinian lilies? I just knew we'd find his weakness if we dug deep enough, although I never would have guessed it would be flowers. When I present him a lovely Dravinian lily, he's sure to open up to me. I've heard tell of the lilies growing near the northeast camp. Just wait, HUD. You'll be my partner yet. And, of course, because NPCs in this game are hopeless, I'm going to get over there, and I'm going to have to pick the flowers for her. But, whatever.
Things happen.
Yep, yep. Let's see here. Oh. Avoid the friggin'... I don't even know what to call Chigos. I mean, seriously, I mean, what are they, fleas?
Space ticks.
Except this isn't outer space. You can only
Fantasy.
use... There you go.
There we go.
Bandersnatch, no. No. No bandering, and no snatching.
Stop it with the bandersnatching. Go bandersnatch somewhere else.
Oh, here she is. Look, Alonso, a Dravanian lily. I would pick it myself, but you see, I'm like to forget my own strength and, crush it. So that's why you need to pick the lily for me and for HUD. Be careful. I knew it. I knew it. She's standing 2 feet away from the lily. She's standing 2 feet away. Bend over. Pick the flower.
How can you crush a lily when you pick it up by the stem?
Because apparently she's too derpy to do that.
Or
I couldn't have done it better. I couldn't have done it better myself. Well, let's see it.
Get run over by a chocobo, ma'am.
Ah, now I can see why even a hunter like HUD would be partial to this flower. Alonso, accompany me to Tailfeather, and we'll finally be done with this partner business.
How about a bag of no?
I just rode all the way out here so that you could stand there and... whatever. This is the life I chose when I decided to play MMOs. NPCs that can't bend over and pick a flower of their own under their own power. They have to have a player do it for them. It's I feel like frustrating is a good word for that, but I feel like it's also not strong enough of a word.
Well, I want to say that side questing is kind of bullshit, but in MMOs, it's nothing but side questing.
Well, some side quests don't really bother me too much. Even, you know, the go fetch me 5 bear asses. Whatever. I'm over it. There's a purpose behind it. Come with me and bend over and pick this flower for me because I can't bend over and pick it myself. Is a little bit more bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like 20 bear asses. What are you gonna do with them? Make sausages.
HUD, I brought this for you. Aren't you that what's this? A Dravanian lily? You think you can win me over with a flower? What in the 7 hells were you thinking? I could pick as many of these damn lilies as I please, on my own. Doesn't matter what you do, I ain't gonna partner with a child. I seen a hunter coddling and hatchling none too long ago. I reckon he'd be more befitting.
Great, so another asshole.
What a stubborn old fool. Flowers usually never fail. I'll just have to think of some other way. Seriously, this quest chain. This quest chain is too long. Why are you still going, quest chain? Okay, this hat I'm actually going to show. I've got the tricorn now.
Yay.
So, what do you want next?
I want another partner. Oh god, no.
I can't give up on HUD yet. He needs to be my partner. Just one more try. We need to find him. Alonso, come with me and we can cover more ground. Don't get lost in the woods. I saw him head off to the northeast. Hurry, before we lose his trail.
Something tells me that they're gonna get lost in the woods. You're not.
Probably. And then I'll have to find them both, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. That's generally how that works.
Or the fact that, like, it ends up with her, is it a her?
Yeah, he whatever is a her. Yeah, Chianta is a her.
She ends up in a dungeon, and so essentially you have to go talk to him, and it's like, he unlocks the dungeon for you, but forces you to go through it. and at the very end of the dungeon, he shows up like, "Oh, I'm here to save you." Slap somebody.
That would be more than a little irritating, yes.
But it's not unprecedented. So.
It's true. In this game alone, there's been situations like that.
Emily, some of them were called for, like the Sylph Elder.
Yeah.
That made sense, because he was trying to do something and he got caught. Whereas this one, where it's like, the person that you're helping is another bits.
Alright, so my next waypoint should be somewhere in this circle on the map. Oh, she's over there again. How is it I can never see her until I'm back over here? Okay. There's even fewer lilies here than when we last picked them before. You don't think he... We need to go deeper. Madam, this isn't Inception.
Ah, you stole it.
Oh, are you planning on saying that?
I was planning on, like, what are we at, level 2 right now? We need to go to level 3?
Well, sorry to steal your thunder, but this is technically my stream, so I'm not that sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Admittedly, Mackenzie stole the thunder last night with the whole entire comment.
It's a petal from a Dravinian lily. We're getting close, I can sense it. Don't fall behind.
And you get attacked by dragons.
No, thankfully no. Not yet.
Oh.
I'm sure I will. I mean, this is the Dravinian Forelands. This is where dragons go live. We actually saw some last week, as I recall.
Here there be dragons.
Yes. And do not meddle in their affairs.
Do not touch its gold, either.
Alright, so here we are again. Now what? Alonzo, look. The fire's still warm. Hud must have just left. He's not far now.
She's actually fairly competent at tracking him.
Yeah? Yeah, she's actually less ditzy than what you would expect from an NPC. Or at least than what you would expect from a side quest NPC, I should say.
Especially from the way you've been describing it as a fairly long, lengthy, and for the better part of it, kind of a ditzy character.
Well, this is now like the 12th quest in this chain.
Jesus.
The chain's been all about finding her a partner. Well, teaching her how to hunt and then finding her a partner.
Jesus.
There's a little Dravinian... there's a Dravinian lily placed here. But why? We should probably look at it closer. Okay, so this is going to be the memorial I was expecting, I'm guessing. Oh, and we have a cutscene.
Oh, shine up.
You! What in the seven hells are you doing here? Hud, I wanted not more to be your partner, so I may have stalked you. Yes, because that's how partnerships are born, from stalking. I apparently need to get the More You Know logo for the stream, because that would have been a perfect place for it. Sorry, I'm taking a moment. I just want to see if this one, for some reason... Okay, so it doesn't actually have voice acting. I don't have the audio loud enough on the game to where I can hear that for myself, so...
Yeah, I was trying to check it on mine, since I can listen to it and not have to worry about it being recorded.
Yeah.
It was like, and I just hear me and Mychyl, so...
You tracked me here despite my caution. An impressive feat. Nonetheless, as I said before, you best give up your childish hopes. We will never hunt together. If you won't be my partner, at least tell me why. Very well. I suppose you deserve that much. My last partner died in this very spot. Okay, pause really quick. Called it! Okay. Let's see. It was a hunt routine as any other. and I looked away for but a second. I dare not tempt fate again. I resolved that my next partner will not, nay, cannot die. A child such as you is too fragile.
Ah.
Well,
So,
dying ain't anywhere on my list of things to do. The forest is vast, and there's still so much to learn, and I want to learn from you. Is there...
Oh.
Go ahead.
At least he's an asshole with a reason.
Yeah. Is there something twixt your... the conviction in your eyes is plain to see, I admit. Lupard didn't say anything, you'd be so damn stubborn. I've no doubt you continue on hunting no matter what some old fool told you. A child like you won't last long, unless you're under my protection. I'll have you know, being my partner will take everything you've got. Be ready to hunt at dawn tomorrow. What? You mean... Don't make me repeat myself. There's preparations to be made at Tailfeather. Don't get eaten by a bandersnatch on your way back. Aww. She finally made a friend. Okay, now on the way back to Tailfeather, I'm going to go turn in the other quest, which is actually the storyline.
Ah.
So the thing about combining side quest and main quest is you get little interesting stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whee! Aw, that wasn't as much of a drop as I thought.
Another egg sandwich, but
no,
so much cholesterol.
Do not eat chocobo eggs. What are you doing?
What other eggs can I eat?
Just not chocobo eggs. We'll figure it out from there. Oh, okay, time for Alphanod, Ysael, and Estinian again.
Which probably means an actual voice actor event.
Not yet. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Ysael's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? Yes, I do, because I went and farmed it between sessions. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. And now I get White Mage pants. Yay, new pants.
What?
I get a new pair of pants for my White Mage.
Pants! Yay, pants!
They're quite fancy. All blue and white striped. Just like they match my hat and my quote-unquote robe. Alright, let's see.
Nice.
Ooh, what's coming up next? A new ring. I'm gonna get a new ring.
You're not a single lady.
Hey, he likes it, so he's gonna put a ring on it, okay? Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Oh, here comes some Nath. Well done. How am I going to voice these guys? Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts to fill the air with such delightful scents. Landtrap nectar, Calum tree fruit, and Nanka flesh. With delectable food you have brought for us, our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it is not far.
Oh god, just the sound alone.
I like that voice for them. I think I'm going to have to keep that voice.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You wouldn't doubt that I like that voice? Or that I'm going to keep it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Yep, there we go. Nice place you got here. Yeah, I agree. These houses would be cramped as hell. But whatever. Let's see.
Tiny house?
Yes, tiny house. You'll see shortly.
Oh god. Tiny mud brick house. It looked like a beehive.
Basically, that's what I was thinking. Your presence has been announced but to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. So something tells me that other of their other than of the this race are hive mind.
Yeah.
Welcome to our hive hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are! But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear, and spell, and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravinian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravinian lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Yep, that sounds about right.
And what is the Vath god?
Well, I was presuming that it might have been Alexander, but from what I was seeing, Alexander was just released, so I don't think that's actually accurate.
Yeah, because they just mentioned blades, and since Alexander's always been considered a defensive summon / Eidolon / whatever he is at the time.
Whoa, holy shit, I've got 53 quests over here. Awesome. And some of these are probably going to be ether currents. So let's talk to this guy.
Which means flight?
Which means getting closer to flying. Let's see.
Nice.
Greetings, hunter. Does the hunt go well? There is much delicious meat nearby. There is much delicious fruit nearby. We rarely want for food. What we want for is shelter. Building materials are one thing we cannot hunt. We have no materials. We cannot repair our homes. We cannot build new structures. Please fetch us some Dravinian clay. We need Dravinian clay to repair our homes. There is much Dravinian clay at the Nath hive. Fetch some there. 2 boxes worth will be enough. Oh, Palafox is joining us in chat. Hello, Palafox. How are you today?
Yeah!
Though we hear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Our weapon stocks are wanting. We need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from the Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient. So that's 2 quests to go raid the Nath camp. Palafox, actually not doing instance. I'm doing the storyline in Outside Tailfeather at the Vath camp. We're just working on storyline.
For some odd reason, that sounds like working at band camp when you said it.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Let's see what this one wants. Generous hunter, we would like to ask something of you. It is not difficult work. We need Nanka eggs. 5 delicious Nanka eggs. Slay Ninky Nankas and harvest their delicious eggs for us. We wonder, will you ever never tire of Nanka eggs, Siboroi? Siboroi. Interesting name. Oh, I see what he's trying to ask. Because of the way this area is set up, there are multiple instances. Oh, I'm currently not in an instanced area is actually the answer for you, as you can now see on the screen. I'm just going to expand that. Alright, so here's the next one. Fruit, delicious fruit. The mere thought of it makes our mandibles itch. Do you know that the high ground near Mare's Oath? A great tree grows there. Its fruit is delicious. The ripest fruit falls to the ground, ready to be eaten. Please fetch us 3 of these fruits. Why does he love that fruit so much? So that is... So one person wants me to fetch eggs, and the other one wants me to fetch fruit. And apparently I have something I need to... Yeah, you do not need to be on my list right now. Okay, and then when I accept this quest... Let's see.
Yeah, and I see the important quest marker.
I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To assign on the 7th dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to his death? No, Yeah, and then I come back. I got better. No, You have the right of it, Estinian. 'Twould seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Alonso. See. Yep. I do not fear my duty. Wait. Alonso need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath, and learn how to best secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Oh, and there's Palafox right there in game. Hello, Palafox.
It looks like somebody at least joined you.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, and yep, quest. Yay, tons of quest markers.
Shit ton.
Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that.
I'm getting that the Vath are insectile. I'm trying to think of like various like summons or eidolons that had like an insect-like appearance.
Yeah, I'm not certain myself. Let's see. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however.
And the other part is that it can't be Gilgamesh because he's a character.
Yeah. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will.
Oh boy. I'm just trying to figure out who it is, because like we already it can't be Alexander because he just finally came in game.
You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. Okay, and there's also new quests back at the back at Tailfeather too. Oh, yay! Running all over the place. Yeah.
Yay, chocobos.
And then Palafox just said in chat, it's time to run all over the place. Yay!
And run back and forth, screaming, shouting.
Okay, so back to this storyline really quick. This should be the end of this one, I hope.
Oh wait, back to the huntress?
Yeah. Alonzo, any luck getting through HUD's unfriendly demeanor? That's about as good an outcome as I could have hoped for. Looks like Chianta's got a bright future ahead of her. Hopefully this will give HUD the drive he needs to move on from his tragedy. Ever since his partner died, he's done none but mope about and visit them grisly ruins. Would have been a right shame if a hunter with his talents left to wallow in misery. I dare say HUD's hard-headedness and Chianta's hunting instincts will end up benefiting this whole camp. I look forward to seeing the birds the two of them bring in.
That sounds like a good outcome.
And that's the end of that. So, on to the next other two quests I see over here. Let's see. What kind of accent am I giving you? Ah, you've come at the perfect time. Ah, you've come at the perfect time. I've designed a new trap that's sure to snare even the cleverest of chocobos, and I need someone to help me with the final step. Do you know the caves south of here? Rare glowing mushrooms called lampshades grow there, and they are essential to my trap. Could you fetch me one while I work on the finishing touches? Okay, grabbing a mushroom for him.
And I'm thinking of something that does deal with mushrooms, but has nothing to deal with Final Fantasy right now.
Ah, Alonzo, just the lad I was looking for. Slugs have taken to infest in the surrounding woods, and I need your help getting rid of them. I've already got some people on the job, but the slimy buggers multiply faster than they can kill them. At the moment, we're short on hands in the south of the Chocobo Forest. Go there quick as you can. Use this here solution to lure the slugs out. I reckon you know what to do after that.
Punch things in the face?
Slugs, so I don't know if do they really have a face at that point?
Well, they have a part that has their eye stalk.
So punch them in the eye stalk.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Alright. Onward to one of the 500 quests.
And time for an egg sandwich.
Stop eating chocobo eggs!
Who said it was a chocobo egg? I just
No.
felt bad for eating an egg sandwich after hearing that a guy basically poached them from the mother.
Yeah, he was kind of a dickbag. This way. Try and avoid the wild chocobos. I don't want to have to kill you. Okay, here we go. So this is where the slugs are living, apparently. There it is. Foul-smelling sludge. Alright, let's do this.
Fun times.
And unfortunately, White Mage DPS, not always the strongest in the world. But, it'll work.
You've got Chocobo.
I do. I also apparently have company. Because, well, I don't see... Oh, there she is. Apparently, our friend Scarlet decided that she's going to join us for... or join me on this fighting.
Yeah, I think I just saw Scarlet. Yeah, there she is.
And now she's talking about the fact that I could invite her to party, but unfortunately, since she's already got her chocobo, she's in a party. I can't invite her.
This means that our good friend would have to disband, or you disband,
It's true.
your Chocobo in order to do it. And then they could resummon their Chocobo, and then it could be done.
Oh, and there went her chocobo. So let me go ahead and invite.
And why is there a flaming circle on the ground?
Oh, that's a bard move.
Ah. I was about to say, like, if that traps you in there with the slug, that's kind of bad.
Nope. Alright, so next quest. And there goes Scarlet being a show-off, because Scarlet can fly out here and I can't yet. So I should have a quest in here. There it is.
And I just saw Scarlet fly by on her... Is that a griffin?
It is a griffin.
Is that the pre-order mount?
Yeah, that's the one for the expansion pre-order.
Yay, I have it.
Okay, so let's see here. So I'm gonna head back to the town. Let's see, tail feather. Turn in those two, and we'll continue from there.
Fun times.
Yes, yet. That's correct. I cannot fly here yet. Soon. Soon, my precious, I will be able to fly here.
Yeah, I want to start playing again, just so I can finally see. Yes, I do have the collector's edition.
Oh, it's the collector's edition, not the pre-order, I guess.
Okay, well, I got the collector's edition. Anyway.
There you are.
Is.
Oh, no. There you are. Do you have the mushroom? I forget which voices I'm doing for which character now. There's too many characters out here.
So many characters.
Yes, this glow is unmistakable. Now I have but to chop it up and mix it with some Mychyl greens.
And then we have a mushy, glowy mixture that just repels chocobos.
And with that, the bait is ready. Seeing as you're already here, might I ask you for one more favor? A short distance upstream, you'll find a bed of straw. I need you to put these special Mychyl greens on top of it. Meanwhile, before I do that, let's go over here and talk to Marsham again. Took care of the slugs, did you? My thanks, friend. Shudder to think what might have happened had they gotten out of control.
Hey, Ted PL.
I'm presuming that's pronounced tadpole. Hello. Thank you for joining us today. If the forest dies, the chocobos would stop coming here. Needless to say, that's bad news for us. By protecting the forest, we keep the birds happy, which in turn makes us happy. Mutually beneficial relationship, no? What? What's the solution made of, you ask? Well, the main ingredient's chocobo. Actually, never mind. Some things are best left unknown.
Oh, Tadpole is Angel 73.
No, stop. That was a mistell. That was a mistell that that Palafox said.
Ah, okay. Sorry. And I think he kind of wants to add us to the add him to the chat or voice.
Let's see.
Do you want me to handle it since I've got free hands?
Yeah, if you could, because at the moment I don't have free hands. I'm confused and lost and trying to do things, and I don't know what's going on here anymore.
Bloop. Bloop. And it looks like Tadpole's having issues with trying to pay for their account.
Yeah, and unfortunately, off the top of my head, I really don't remember how to navigate Mog Station.
Hey, Palafox.
Hey, just trying to adjust my audio here from out of the TV straight to my headset.
Yar.
Such a long time.
And I really have not touched Mog Station in freaking forever, so yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I got it. Hold on.
Oh God.
This is not supposed to bend that way.
That's what she said.
Awkward.
Mog Station. Haven't been there lately, but I'll give me a moment.
Also, good thing for you, Palafox.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished with the initial build of my computer, my new desktop. It is currently... I've just finished, got it to the point where it's okay to run. I haven't done any of my personal tweaks on it, like making sure that I have the programs that I want on it and other things, but it is up and running, so soon I will be able to rejoin you guys in the world of Eorzea.
Yay.
Tadpole, sorry, the reason why I'm not sure off the top of my head is I've got it set to recurring subscription, and I haven't actually changed my payment method since, oh god, it's been about a year now.
I am looking at the Monk Station right now, under the first tab, your account, about mid-page, there is update payment methods.
Oh, there you go.
And isn't that kind of like a fairly like bright thing that basically just jumps out saying like, "Here I am"?
Sometimes I noticed that the Monk Station does change every once in a while, and it's different. In the past, you will hit that, but it will take you to a Square Enix account off of the Monk Station to update your payment methods.
Yeah, I was having some issues with like making sure that the game was registered to me, and then since I have the Steam version.
Okay, I see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it may send you to the Square Enix account. Let me see. Standard account, Realm Reborn, Heavensward. Please select desired payment method. Krista, that's the only option I have. It might be different. Yeah.
Okay.
Krista.
So, Tadpole, I want to clarify. You're saying that all you see is purchase the game. Inside the Monk Station, it shouldn't have to purchase the game unless you were just doing like a trial account. If you were doing a trial account, you'll have to purchase the game, and then you'll be able to set up subscription method. So that might be where the confusion's coming in at.
Did you do the trial period of what's it? 2 weeks? 7 weeks? 7 weeks.
2 weeks. 7 weeks. Wow, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I don't know where my register code is, but I've been playing using my free 1 month. Okay, yeah, so that's what it is. So you have to register your version and set up the recurring payment method, and then once you do that, once you take care of that, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, considering that's what I was having issues with on mine, was the fact that I forgot to register it to the account that I already had, and I was trying to get back access to that account in order to register it.
Was this a digital download, or was it a physical purchase?
For mine, since it was a Steam copy, typically the code is linked with my Steam account, and it kind of it popped up whenever I loaded up the game. It's like, hey, here's your code, make sure. And sad to say, Steam does not make it explicit that you have to use this and link it to your Square Enix account. They just like, here's a code.
Yeah, I bought the digital download for mine, and I had an email from Square Enix with my code.
Yeah. So I had some slight confusion when I was initially setting up the game on my computer. Did you get it as a digital download from Square Enix, or is it a Steam copy? Or a physical copy?
No bridge. Oh, silly of me. I ducked when I flew under a log.
Fun times.
Okay, this is strange. Sorry, give me just a moment. I just noticed that for some reason, the stream video seems to be glitching a bit. I'm going to try and get that taken care of.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well.
Okay, Tadpole said he bought it from GameStop.
Physical copy, so it should have been a slip in the game box itself.
And, behind the game manual.
Actually, isn't it on the manual?
Well, the last page of the manual, so yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like if there was a pre-order, the receipt itself has the pre-order code. It may have the game code on it as well.
And I'm seeing multiple things, just not of the chat.
It's gone. At least on my side.
Can't find it. It's...
Well, find the physical copy, your disc, if you have it. Check that. If not, GameStop is pretty good at printing out the old receipts. You could check with them and see if they can have it on their records.
And if I recall correctly, technically, if you have like a GameStop account, like a whatever they are calling it now,
Power or something or other.
Yeah, their power rewards thing. Technically, like, any purchases that you make online or in store are on the account, but you have on your account there as well. Because I know a lot of physical shops are doing that nowadays as well. And that may also have the code there as well. I think Mychyl is currently doing.
Yeah, I was working on fixing the glitch. It looks like I got it taken care of now, so now we can continue.
Yeah.
You been upstream of the Wylam River yet? Used to be prime hunting grounds. That is, till the Barons moved in. Used to be we would hide in the Waterfalls Basin line and wait till Chocobo came around for a drink. It was easy pickings, it was, but the bears were making it difficult. Someone needs to send them running so we can get back to hunting, and you look capable enough. Send 4 down to the bottom of the basin, and I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, all you need now is a banjo.
Wow, really? That bad, huh?
I was... all I could think of that was, as soon as you mentioned river, it's like, okay, I can see it now. You're just floating down the river, and then all of a sudden it is like the equivalent of a banjo dual play, and you're like, oh, fuck. You're just standing there on a boat with your chocobo going like, oh, fuck. Why'd they have to be that?
Oh, God. This bear has an AoE cone attack. That's an interesting move.
Wait, is this a 20 Bear Asses quest?
Yes.
Sweet!
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a huge... That's
a mount.
If you can't find the slip or find any information from your account on GameStop...
Yeah, that's the other thing is keep in mind that if it's linked to your account on GameStop, that's a huge help too.
The only other thing that I could think of is...
Or if you paid with credit card, you could literally go into store and say, "Hey, I bought this. I need some help getting the info on it."
Basically, if you can, if the receipt doesn't have the code and you can't find a copy of it, you can also contact Square Enix with a copy of a proof of purchase, and they can supply a code to you.
Well, that's kind of what we're stuck on, though, is that if he can't find the slip, that's his proof of purchase.
Yeah.
If he can find the case of the game.
Yeah, but most of the time, like, stores like GameStop are pretty good about... This is why I always keep most of my receipts. And usually I keep them with the game that I bought them on. Or at least the game that I'm going to be playing the most out of.
Okay, if you have the case, the code should actually be in the case. At least for most Queenix games it is.
Yeah.
If you look inside the case, there's like usually an insert inside the front cover of the case, and the code's usually on that insert.
And unless you were like a previous roommate of mine who literally did not keep any cases or manuals for a video game.
Well, he just said that he has the case in the disc, so obviously that's not the case.
Yeah.
Pun not intended.
Oh, no, you totally intended that pun.
No, actually I didn't. I really didn't. Alright, it's Kalim Tree Fruit.
Nothing in here. I actually have my the days. Final Fantasy 14 1.0 Collector's Edition box in front of me.
Wow, you were actually a 1.0 collector?
Yep, I have a Legacy.
Yeah.
I never used it though. Fortunately, I was so disappointed with the interface system that I could not get anything done. So I gave up. And when I came back, it was towards the end. So I missed out
Towards
on
the
a lot
Cataclysm?
of the storyline. Yeah. But I was surprised when I found out that my original character crossed over to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But I just got to work on it. I worked on this one here for pretty much almost over a year and a half before I realized I had a Legacy character.
So I got a quest to the northeast as well, so let's go pick that one up. Yay, side quests. 5 million side quests.
And all of a sudden, I have the urge to play a Final Fantasy. I just don't know which one right now.
9.
1.
We were saving 9 for the stream once I finished out with,
I can run up water.
That's a new ability.
I think I hit the limit.
Hi, Jesus can walk on top of water, but can you run up it? Huh? You've one up Jesus.
Well played.
Or in this game, RNG.
RNGesus.
Yep.
RNGesus.
Yeah. Which I have dealt with so many times, especially when I was trying to get my Zeta.
Yeah, RNGesus does not love me.
That should be a bumper sticker.
RNGesus, this, RNGesus hates me, this I know, for the drop tables told me so.
That's always fun.
Oh, there goes that quest. Alright.
Fun times.
I apologize, everyone. I need to AFK briefly. I will be returning within probably a minute or two, so please be patient with me.
Well, he's AFK, I'm on guard duty.
And I think I have what I wanted to play. For some odd reason, Final Fantasy V.
Don't leave your chocobo out in the middle of the forest by himself.
That's never good.
Five is the one where the world was split into two different dimensions, wasn't it?
Five was the one where it was, yeah. It was the one where it's like you have the world that, I'm sad to say his name is Butts. It's always going to be Butts. Was from the world that was, basically God, what was his name? Stupid tree dude.
It's been too many years.
I have not been playing Final Fantasy Dissidia either. XDeath. That was it. XDeath. Got sealed on. Because World 2 was where Galoof was from. And heavy spoilers, blah 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 blah. Basically, since Galoof came from the second world, that XDeath was from, they sealed him into World 1 where Bartz was from, and then craziness, you get transported over to World 2, and then something happens, and then the third world pops up.
Which is a merger of the two worlds.
Yes.
So that means World 3 actually is originally World Alpha.
Actually, no, they don't actually state that World 1 and World 2 were one to begin with. It was just the fact that they somehow, when they sealed XIV in World 1, they had just chanced upon the entire thing, not actively.
From what I recall from the storyline that I read, that it used to be one world, and due to the tampering of the crystals, it split into two.
Yeah. I really can't recall much since when I played 5. I got the farthest I got was as soon as you enter World 2, and that was it. And that was on the PlayStation copy, which was I have just found out why the PlayStation copy was so bad. It's essentially running a Japanese ROM, emulator, and English patch in real time.
And if you can see my face, I'm very confused.
Okay. Unlike Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the PlayStation, those ones were just basically English patched. Hard English patched. Final Fantasy 6, they basically took basically Final Fantasy 3 from the Super Nintendo and then just added a few extra features to it. And 4 was very similar as well. 5, since there had been no official English version of it, they basically took a Japanese ROM and an emulator to run a specialized emulator to run the ROM, and had it run the ROM and did the English patch in real time.
And we're back.
We started discussing about Final Fantasy V because we figured out that's what I feel like playing right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's not the worst game in the series by a long shot.
Well, I kind of like it because it's the first one that really introduced, like, the job system properly.
Yeah, true enough.
Admittedly, 3, it had the job system, but it was kind of along the lines of nothing really came of it. It was just there. But no, I found out that apparently Final Fantasy V on the PlayStation, like on the original game disc, physical copy,
yeah,
the farthest I got was World 2.
I wish I could say that, because I made it to the killer airship and kept dying horribly and couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong.
Wait, the ship. So the fire ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, there was a couple of things with the fire ship. I literally went in there with basically 2 black mages. And bought a bunch of rods and broke them.
I think what I ended up doing was, what I was trying to do, because if I remember right, Beastmaster was like really amazing in that one, and I was trying to use like really powerful beasts from the desert, but then I couldn't quite get it to work the way I wanted it to, and I ended up getting frustrated.
Yeah, but I was explaining to Palafox that apparently the English PlayStation like Final Fantasy Anthology copy of it, it's a Japanese ROM of Final Fantasy V with a specialized emulator to run it through the PlayStation with an English patch that is done in real time. Which is why the game was so slow for like loading up battles, loading up anything.
because everything was being translated real time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I stick the game in on my PS3, it would easily be able to handle it. And
Probably.
make it play it closer to the GBA version, which is not an emulated copy. It is a true 100% English patched game.
A fully localized version.
A properly localized version. But then again, the GBA had no region protection anyway. Versus like things like PlayStation, PS1, and PS2 had region protection.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation since then has decided to say fuck that now, and
with good reason.
The only region protection that I know that's on PlayStation is for movies and stuff, and that's it.
Oh, I have a hunt for these. I didn't even realize I had a hunt for these. Okay, let's blow up a couple of these trees.
Set fire to the trees.
I don't have fire. I have wind and rocks.
You're a white mage. And I think Palafox is dropped from the call?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
No, he's just being quiet.
Silent.
Okay, so I needed 2 of those, apparently. So, I'll keep my eyes open for a second one, because, yeah.
Should be straight ahead.
Yep, there's one. I seem to be lagging again.
There it is. To the left, to the right, not to the straight.
To the left, to the right, to the right.
Yep, your voice is cracking up.
Hey, your voice is now Robo.
And the feed just paused. I can see your loading circles. And disconnecting.
Oh, now it's...
There goes the feed, and I see him redlining.
There goes the feed for me.
What's weird is I can still hear you guys, but you guys are roboing to me.
Yep, everything's gone.
Yes.
I wonder if you get credit if I kill this with him.
No, I will cred that one time with me, and I did not get credit.
Even if you're disconnected?
Even though they're disconnecting.
Okay,
And part of the...
He's back in game, but he's still gone.
I don't even... Mychyl, can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can still hear you guys. Feed still shows as active on my end.
It's not receiving on this end.
I show offline on my... Oh, no, mine says loading video.
Yeah, delay.
And I can hear your TV, Palafox.
No, mine is on mute.
I heard somebody's then.
I hear it too.
I've got it on mute too, so I don't know what you're hearing.
I'm wearing a headset also.
Yeah, as am I.
I'm wearing a headset too.
Is there a 4th person in this call that I'm not aware of?
Double checking. I do... NSA! What are you doing? Because it can't be mine, because I'm watching mine on my laptop, and whenever I switch to my headset, it automatically mutes my computer speakers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my TV is all the way down.
May have something happened with yours, Mychyl? Because you had changed the,
No, because both of I mean, I have the stream active in a couple windows, one of which because I still have Internet Explorer pulled up because that's where I have, that's where I logged into Front Row Geeks through, and I also have it open in Chrome because that's where I'm logged in as myself, so I have chat going. But in both of those cases, those are both showing as muted, so it's not that for sure. And the screen's glitching again. Oh joy! Just
I'm not hearing it now, so maybe it was just something going on.
Let me double check my side.
Oh, I hear it again.
I just raised up my volume. So that time it was for me.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know. Maybe my mic picked it up and it was really low.
Maybe.
Well, you may have the. I remember when Will had the freaking headset that literally it's like he said he bought it for like $15 and it could pick me up from across the room.
Oh, yeah, I remember that headset.
And I'm pretty sure he still has it too.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't use it anymore.
He doesn't use it anymore because he now has a professional microphone.
Ooh.
Versus me, where I have like, admittedly, it's not low-end headset. It's decent level headset.
Mm-hmm. I gave up my headset and then moved over to the headphones and a composite mic.
Yeah, I may be having to switch over to mics with the desktop. I'm still going to keep my headset, but...
And now I have another quest to fight the melee.
Huh? Oh.
This one goes back and forth so many times. The disadvantage is there's at least 2 quests here that gives you access to the air currents. Then there's at least, I think, 2 more with the dragons later on, and then there's a final one,
which I already got. I already got one back with the hunters on the east side of the zone, and there's 5 in each zone.
Mm-hmm. How many are missing?
Should be missing 4 at this point. I'll let you know after this cutscene, or after this conversation. Once they stop talking so I can check. See, travel, ether currents. Yeah, I'm missing 4.
So it's all right here.
I'm only missing 1 last compass one, and it's down over by Annex Minor.
Annex Minor.
Southwest where that where the small fade is.
Ooh, that one. There's a vista in that area too. I found that one some time ago.
Oh my! The quest explosion is real. Repeat, the quest explosion is real. There's 3 more quests over Annex Shrine and another one over at Tailfeather.
Good lord. When does it stop, good sir?
I kind of don't want it to stop, but at the same time, like I keep hearing, it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
And from the way Palafox just reacted, this is not even the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well,
these back and forth quests does require the flight to be much easier.
Well, yeah. But I need to complete the back and forth quest to unlock the flight.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be fun when I get up to that level.
Ooh. Speaking of which.
Yeah.
Our glorious leader made an appearance last night.
Oh.
And we got through Leviathan for him.
Sweet.
He was ecstatic. But we did discover, since he has not finished the storyline or 2.0, he does not get any EXP.
Oh, so you don't break level cap until you finish that storyline?
Yes.
That sucks.
That means I have to finish the storyline anyway.
Well, yeah, you have to finish storyline anyway.
So once Will is only about 1 major trial to do, and I think a little bit more of the storyline, then he'd be able to continue.
So wait a minute. So if he just did Leviathan, yeah, he's got a little bit more than that. Because I mean, for one, he still has steps and the 2.5 hours of movie after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will's a lot closer to the end than Rebel is.
Yeah.
I am nowhere close at all. Because if everybody checked up on me,
yeah, you are still
29.
Yeah, you're still doing the storyline for friggin' Little Alamigo.
Yeah.
Ooh. What was your character?
My character was Sanger Zonvold.
Zanger. Okay, let me pull your record here. Oops, that's actions. Members.
Oh no, I got heavied
By chocobos.
by a chocobo and a
but
flea.
the flea is the one who heavied you.
The last thing I saw was a few
Why?
chocobos. And now I just see it.
Alright, Mr. Zanger, you've been missing for 56 days.
It has been that long.
Yep. Whoa. Ah. Yeah.
What?
Level 29 Thunder Surge.
I'm trying to go for Black Mage.
Yeah, you're only one level away from Black Mage.
I know. The problem is with the with Veda, my decent laptop, it's been having issues with overheating when I try and play something a little graphics heavy, which is why I'm trying to get Adam Slane up and running.
Which this game is not a little graphics heavy. This game is significantly graphics heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something for you that you may like. With recent updates, they unlocked dungeons so we could go in there by ourselves.
Really?
So there's what do they call it?
Solos?
Not so much solos, not a full party. The undersized parties, that's what they call it. With you can do the duties without the minimum requirements. Level sync and all items are turned off. So all level syncs and item caps are been disabled.
So you could literally go in and say you really want to do Tamtara Deepcroft. You can go in by yourself as a level 50 or 53 or what have you, at that level with all your equipment exactly how it should be.
Yes.
What does that do to the? I mean, obviously the XP rewards would be nullified if you're that much higher level. But what about like other rewards?
There is no EXP on this. You could get the treasure drops in the chest and stuff. So it's good to farm gear.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's oops, I just turned it off. Oh, flee. Fly away.
Shoofly, don't bother me. Shoofly, don't bother me.
Okay, let me bring the screen back up.
Meanwhile, I'm just hopping around all over the zone.
Alright, so please excuse my English. It's sometimes hard to have a double language in your head. It's the undersized party. Thank you. English. Thank you.
Gesundheit.
In duties without meeting the minimum party member requirements. These are the restrictions. Level sync and items level syncs are disabled and role requirements are ignored. Defeating enemies will yield no EXP or items. Only certain duties allow undersized parties. Only the party leader may select these settings.
Okay.
So, like, I did Ifrit by myself. He was down like in probably under 5 minutes. Joe Hayden went in and defeated him under 1 minute.
What?
He did it so fast that the nails just appeared and the Ifrit was dead.
Wow.
And what class was he running at?
Probably warrior.
Oh god. And that was like the base level of Ifrit?
Yeah, it's just normal Ifrit, then just like bam, dead.
Ow.
Honestly, that doesn't shock me as much as I would like to think, because it is a level 20 fight traditionally, and he is a level. Has he hit 60 already?
Yep, he has.
So he's a level 60 warrior, which 50 to 60 is a huge skill jump. I mean, I would say a level 50 should be able to kill it pretty quick.
Which I did, but it was still not as fast as he was.
Oh, there's my target.
And now you're a target.
It's true, but you know what?
These new bard moves, I keep forgetting. You gotta stand still.
Oh, the ones that you have to be anchored or they stop?
Yeah. One little move and they cancel out casting. Oh, Ashen.
Ah, I'm about to go discover a new area. I haven't been that far north yet. And this is another one that has a wind current, or an ether current associated with it.
Oh, great. So another 10 places and 5 quests?
Well, no. I'm still in this zone. It's still in this zone, so it's going to be my second of 5 quests.
Ah.
La-da-da, la-da-da. We're still riding into the north. La-da-da, la-da-da. And then there's a giant wall in my way.
I wonder if this is the one that has the way up.
Oh, interesting. The Iron Feast, the 100 Throws. Huh. Discovered all kinds of new stuff. And there's another Bandersnatch. God damn it, Bandersnatch.
Bandersnooch.
Just because I can. I use that move only because I can.
I have yet to see what this move is.
It's basically a regen, only cooler.
Okay.
A regen bubble.
You'll see it towards the end of the fight with the Bandersnatch.
I have yet to see the Bandersnatch fight either. I'm like way behind.
I guess so, because I'm seeing the Bandersnatch fight right now on my stream, so.
And I just saw probably where the Bandersnatch, just started.
Yeah, as it's about to die, you'll see me targeting the ground and then bubble. At any rate.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Chocobo wants to fight. Oh god, what have I done?
That is a bubble, sir.
It is. It's a regen bubble.
You could bind it and run. So you won't have to kill it. My Chocobo fought another one, and it looked like it was a rooster fight.
I'm trying that every time I mention egg sandwich, Mychyl kind of gets a little defensive.
Alright, so that quest wants me to go back. Before I do, though, it looks like there's one last thing to explore up to the north of here. Oh, it's a cave. I don't have a quest here yet, I just want to explore. And aggro Bandersnatches, that's what I do.
Yes, keep angering those Bandersnatches. They just love being angered.
Ooh, it's like some kind of ruins here. I like this place.
It's interesting that this one's actually officially off the map.
Which means it could be a place that things unlock later.
Could be.
Possible. If you check out in the compass, you can see the edge of the dotted line where the map ends.
Yeah, I do actually.
On the outside when I'm flying, I hit this like protected wall and that doesn't let me get through.
Huh. So this is past the zone boundary.
I wonder if you could see this from... If you could track me, you could see it. And hitting the wall.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm like like a good minute and a half behind.
Yeah, you are. That's actually concerning because you're way further behind than I would expect.
Oh, remember last night I had that internet issue, so.
Oh, true.
So.
Yeah, because on my screen I'm actually about a minute behind on my stream. But then again, that's also I'm actually watching the stream on my TV on my Xbox, so that stream always runs slow.
Yeah.
Can you reload the feed?
I can reload it, yeah.
Ah, freaking chocobo.
Yay!
Mychyl
Ether
in town,
current attunement.
I'm looking back on the chat. Telpo's saying that if you can find the slip, can
that was
else?
Yeah, that was
that
was like half hour ago.
A while ago.
Yeah,
we did already respond to that.
I have him saying was like I have the case and disc, and he hasn't responded at all since then.
Yeah.
Remember Will buying the original 2.0. He bought the original. Oh, I should say that. The original game. That's just the simple with nothing. Then he bought the collector's edition, which upgraded his current game.
Considering that I kind of bought the collector's edition through Steam and didn't pre-order it, and now I'm kind of wished I don't want to, but I kind of want to buy the Moogle hat from the Mog Station.
Wait, you can buy the Moogle hat?
Yeah. It actually is labeled as, it's not like a pre-order bonus Moogle hat.
So it's just a purely graphics only one?
Actually, no, it does something similar, but I think it's instead of like, the Moogle hat does what, 10, 15% extra for EXP gain?
Something like that? I think it's 10%.
I think the one that you get from the Mog Station does like half that, like 5%. And the pom-pom, you cannot change color on it. I think like the color that if you get it from the Mog Station is gonna be just a pure red pom-pom.
I'm pretty sure that's mine as well as just pure red.
Well, I know, like, supposedly, like, the pre-order one, like, as soon as you were able to color the thing, you could actually change the pom-pom color.
Maybe. I don't know. I never tried.
But I know I saw the Mog Hut on the Mog Station, like, extra stuff. But it was stated, too, this is not the same one as the pre-order bonus that people got for it. And it is labeled in such a fashion that it is not to be not easily confused with the one that you got from pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
So, admittedly, I'd like to get my hands on the pre-order one, but that's never going to happen.
No.
Yeah, it's a little late for that one now, alas.
Yeah, those ones are like even if you could get them, you cannot. They cannot be transferred to somebody else's account.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, like I have them, but yeah, they're unique, so they're untradeable. But like when I created Alonzo, even though that was quite some time after the pre-order phase, I still got that delivered to him.
Yeah, my legacy has all the same bonuses that this character has.
Yeah, and they did actually mention that if you had a legacy account, you actually got something that was that technically, even if you didn't pre-order the game, you got all the pre-order bonuses if you had a 1.0 character.
Well, that's true because I did not get the Moogle hat. I was not even given access to the early access on when 2.0 came out.
Yeah.
And so I missed out on that part. And right after that, my account was stolen, and I went to BS.
Yeah.
Thank you, Guild Sellers.
Did you get your account back though?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm using right now. That's why I created this character, because my legacy was stolen.
Yeah, and that's it. And I asked the stupid question because as soon as as soon as I said it, it's like, wait, he did get his account back. I remember that.
Well, I was using our Mew account for a while.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, your legacy is single T, right? The one that's Scarlet with a single T.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that before.
Almost need them identical to each other. Yeah, so Scarlet Storm single T is my legacy, and Scarlet is my current. I would love to be able to merge them together. I would like to keep my legacy, but transfer everything off of this character to it and delete this one.
That way, it's not cluttering up your account.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know. Maybe it's an ego boost knowing that you had a legacy character and you had that special legacy tattoo on your back.
But at the same time, you kind of was like, why'd I have to create a new character?
Yeah. I was planning originally to level this one up, transfer it over to my sister's server in Cactar and keep it there, and use my legacy on this one. But the story just kept on changing and adding more stuff. Now the expansion, I'm leveling it up even more, and I don't ever go to the other one.
You don't even go to your sister's server anymore?
No.
She actually came over here once, though.
Yes, she did. She came for the wedding. And that was the other thing. My Scarlet got married.
So if you were to send any character, it would have to be your legacy character now.
Yeah, or I have to remarry my girlfriend. So my Scarlet has to remarry her husband, which is my girlfriend in real life.
The only other wedding that I ever attended in-game was a mutual friend of Mycyl's and mine.
Yep, that's the only other one I've ever went to either.
I was almost the best man on one of those weddings.
I was sort of the best man. I was the unofficial best man, but we didn't really have. It was just I don't know if there's different types of wedding packages or not, because it was really just the two of them up there.
Yeah, back then it was just all based on gil, not real currency.
Yeah.
But it was like 1 million gil for a wedding.
Something like that.
I think it was maybe about 50,000, but it depended on the wedding you had.
Oh yeah, depending on the package.
3 different levels, 3 different countries, and depending what ceremony you had.
Well, I think you could also get married in Juneau too.
Yes.
So yeah.
I remember Sandura was a warrior's wedding, so you both had to present your swords.
Mm-hmm. The wedding we went to was a Windurstian wedding.
Is that the one where the law fell asleep?
Possibly.
I remember they had to drink some milk, and the groom fell asleep in one of them and was asleep during the entire ceremony.
Wait, in real life or like in character?
In character. The character fell asleep.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, it's still like an exchange of food. So you drink the milk they give you, but it had a side effect that it might put you to sleep.
Oh, Lord.
And the side effect happened, and so the groom was asleep during the entire ceremony.
Note to self, this is why you should always bring a white mage to a wedding. There was a white mage at our mutual friend's wedding for sure, because that was my main at the time, was 75 white mage. It's almost like I've done this in multiple games.
Weirdly enough, when I tried to play 11, guess what I tried to start out as?
Black mage.
Guess what I found out later? Every time I tried to continue on, money issues kept interrupting, and so never probably got to play it.
Mm.
And later on, I found out that trying to be a black mage in 11 was basically the equivalent of, welcome to the slog, have fun, no one wants you.
Oh, at least you were not treated as red mages were.
Red mages were pretty much forced to solo unless they wanted to be really bad main healers. Until actually after, what was it, level 50, I think, when red mages could main heal.
it's strange because I was a red mage. I had to do a lot of things on my own because parties wanted me to heal.
Yeah.
And when I wanted to go defeat Matt, I could
that was
not
fun.
do it because all my other stats were so gimped.
Yep.
And nobody would let me fight. Nobody would let me cast anything else, and it just became impossible to do. Kind of literally rage quit because I couldn't level my red mage.
Yeah.
Level him the way that you wanted him to. Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is that, and if you tried back in the day, if you tried to red mage solo, it was the most painful thing ever. I mean, it was possible. Don't get me wrong, it was possible. But you'd be there.
Yeah.
You'd either be fighting enemies that are too weak to be really worthwhile, where you're only getting like, maybe 50 XP each, and if you die, you lose a couple thousand, or you're spending like 20 minutes a fight to get what a party can get in a 30-second fight.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you do, you were pretty much doomed. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but the only other alternative you really had was to party up and to be a main healer, and then you'd still have to turn around and go do skill grind parties so that you can catch up the skills that you need.
Yeah, because from the way everything sounds, black mages had to do burn parties, which was essentially nuke everything, which apparently burn parties were like the worst, one of the worst things to do.
Depending on the area and the relative skill of your black mages, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but
annoying as shit.
Yeah, it was that, and at lower levels, one of the recommended leveling patterns, because of course trying to level in a party was pretty much non-existent unless you got really lucky or you had like a leveling static. But one of the suggestions was basically go out and solo by nuking enemies' pets. Wait until their back is turned and nuke their pets.
And now for me, the stream is kind of dead stopped.
Not on my end. On my end, it's still about 30-45 seconds behind me.
I'm gonna refresh the page on my end.
Double. I had a pause for a while. It was cutting in and out, and now that I look over, the stream is stuck. There we go.
And there we go. Properly loading up the video. And now I've got a loading symbol. This is wonky.
Well, that's one way to find your way back down. Wandering and I accidentally fall.
Alright.
Oh, wow. I just found the pathway that I'm not supposed to be able to go down yet.
Don't go down that road.
Yeah,
at least not without buddies.
I should not be able to get here yet.
Does this look like something from the Lord of the Rings?
I can't tell yet.
It does kind of. It reminds me of the Mines of Moria a little bit.
Yeah. This was my first impression when I walked in here. We're like, not in Hobbit Town.
No.
I don't think we're in Hobbiton anymore, Dorothy.
This is actually Third Earth. Nobody told us.
And back down the tower. Oh wow, I just realized we're getting up to the 2-hour mark.
Ooh. Alright, what do you want to do before your time is up?
Punching things in the face with magic.
I don't have magic punching.
Learn to fly.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. I kind of promised that I was going to do something this week, last week, so let's go ahead and do that really quick.
Do what?
So first I need to withdraw my mount, and next I'm going to need to go to, not Tailfeather, no, not Camp, Cloud Top either, Jesus. Falcon's Nest.
You know you could teleport with bird.
Well, but in this case I don't want that bird. I said last week that I would show our fans, and Asher as well, something very specific. Mount Guide.
If my system would actually properly show the video. And I see teleportation. And I see Falcon's Nest, and now a loading to... God, what is with the internet right now for me?
I don't know.
I may take a...
It's just dangling that cake in front of that bird.
Yep.
Oh, yes, that... Oh, sweet. I so want to do this. Goodbye, Gastrel Green, and hello, Cake Piece.
Hey, Alonso, you want to do a little Star Wars run?
That's no moon. That's a fat chocobo.
Is that the Millennium Fat Chocobo?
Actually, you want to see something interesting?
Watch when it's flying up though.
Oh no! Do terminal velocity drop.
Oh no!
Top. Go to the very top of the
oh god!
Zone and drop. Fast, straight down. Just point your nose down to the ground and drop.
All right, I've reached the top of the zone.
You may have to go over the cliff because this is not enough. Watch the wings.
Yeah, I don't think there was enough.
Alright, just a ledge over here on the side. Oh, I did it. It just starts flapping, it just drops.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you? I can see your shadow.
Oh, I give up!
Screw this noise! Oh my god. The other ones I could think of was belly flop.
And now I'm at the basement for the zone. Apparently, is now there's a flight limiter for going down any further.
Yep. And also, give me do a follow, or you say, and better yet, follow me and see if you can keep up on this section.
Let me find you first. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to keep up
over
here.
The fact that the fat chocobo just is like, screw this.
On this run, just watch the walls. Let me see, where's the entrance? Oops, hit the wall.
Oh, hey.
There it is.
Through here?
Last time I was doing this, I said, like, I'm doing the turn run from the Death Star.
I went in first person for this.
I wish I could enjoy this uninterrupted, but I'll probably have to wait until stream ends before I can sit back and watch it without having to worry about, you know, crazy interruptions.
I just love that though, watching him when try to fly higher. Like, that cake, it's just out of reach. Why? Why?
All I could think of is, like, if I could just extend my neck a little bit more.
Oh, but I don't have one.
All it has is body and mouth. And stubby little wings. And when I think what I like best is when it's like in dive, it's like, screw this. These wings do not make me fly faster. I'll just flop.
What's funny is if you actually look at the, like, if you try and go higher than the flight cap when you're on a fat chocobo, it looks like you've broken through. It looks like he's like stuck in the flight ceiling.
Yeah.
Considering how big that bird is, I cannot spot you. I am looking straight up into the sky. Oops, shooting star.
Maybe it's Mychyl in the Fat Chocobo.
Well, I see a yellow dot, but I think that's an actual star.
Might be.
And I do not see your shadow on below. I can see mine.
Are we
There
just
you
going
are.
to end it with Mychyl just sitting there at the flight cap with the Fat Chocobo?
Oh, it's gonna splat.
I went splat.
He went splat.
Alright, so let's see. For other flying mounts, of course, we have, let's see, we have the Black Chocobo, we have the Company Chocobo, and we have the, not the Araman, the Griffin. I still say that the Unicorn should be a flying mount too.
Wait,
With a rainbow trail behind it.
Yes.
the Armin isn't even considered flying?
Nope, Araman and the balloon, or the
Oh,
the balloon basket, the bomb basket, are not.
Oh. Weird. I would have figured those ones would have at least been modified to at least allow them. Maybe they're being developed.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
don't have that one yet. I'm sad for life. You'll
You don't
see in
have-
a little bit what I'm missing.
it's the main storyline, and you'll get it.
Which... Okay.
And it transforms.
I see Mychyl on his Griffin now.
Okay, yeah, you're still a ways behind. Oh god, where'd you go? I don't see. Oh, there you are.
Right under you.
I'm in first person, so it's hard for me to see. I'm trying to. It's easier to actually see the detail of your ship if I'm in first person.
And I'm just kind of waiting and hoping that the stream doesn't freeze up to see what you guys do. Oh, boy.
It's a sexy little skiff.
And that's part of this main storyline?
Yep.
Mhm.
So essentially, the skiff kind of takes the place of, I want to say...
M-Tech armor.
M-Tech armor, yeah. And, oh, that's something I need to ask about. How is the company's airship doing?
Company airship is almost complete. Sarah has been taking the lead on that one. It appears that this company airship actually may be an NPC. That's my impression of it, but I'm not too sure yet.
Since we don't physically have it yet.
Yeah, it looks like from the details that I read on it that you get to send this airship out
Oh,
Yeah.
like a retainer.
You send it out. It is like a retainer. You send it out to explore, and it brings back stuff, which can be used in creating other add-ons to your house. Okay, so I see the hull is complete, the sail is complete, the forecastle is complete, and the aft castle is what we're working on now.
hmm
okay.
And nobody can complete it unless we have 4 crafters minimum together to work on it.
Which at this point we do not.
And I'm ignoring the chat because that's a bot, I believe.
Yeah, that's probably a bot. Any rate, that is the 2-hour mark, guys. So, any final words you want to add?
Hopefully by next week, I will hopefully have Adam Celine, which is the name of my new desktop computer, up and running, which means Dark Souls Monday should be coming, not this coming Monday, but the Monday following. And I should be able to finally join back in on Final Fantasy XIV again.
Sounds good. So next week may not be storyline. Next week might be a little bit more low level as we get Asher back into the game and get him up towards Heavensward.
Very good.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
I'd say next time maybe we could do a solo run of some of these dungeons, how they are now with the higher levels.
That's depending if we're helping me or if we're just letting Mychyl do his thing.
Now, there is also something that if you don't care about the experience, which I believe people will be calling it cheating, we could go into dungeons and just massacre everything and you may still get the storyline credit.
I'd rather get experience from it at the same time, so...
Yeah, I agree.
Because, admittedly, when back from the sounds of it 2 months ago, Will was kind of trying to force me through the storyline, and it's like, it was just getting me burned out about it. At the same time, I couldn't stay on too long, because, like, I think at a max I could play the game for maybe an hour, which is not that great for an MMO.
Yeah.
True.
Because that's more if I was doing dailies, but trying to get through the main storyline, no.
Well, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming out today. This has been Mychyl, along with Asher from our Geeks, as well as Palafox, our special guest, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.